Hey everyone, my name's Alonda. I'm on week 77 of being on my GLP-1 weight loss journey. I started my journey at 264.7 and I have lost roughly 75 pounds. The way this video will go is I'll talk about this week and then we'll go into my weigh-in and then my injection. So, like I said, I've been losing weight. Been on my GLP-1 weight loss journey, so roughly 17 months. And I started this journey on 8 different medications, and I've slimmed down to, and I'm going to argue, 2.5 different medications. I have my high blood pressure medication. I have my bariatric multivitamin. And then I also have my incontinence pill, but I don't use it because I don't pee on myself anymore. Woo, woo, woo. Weight loss. Go crazy. Now, this week has been a very frustrating week as it pertains to my doctor's appointments. So let me just get into it. Back in October, many of my doctors all came together, came up with a plan of action, if you will, for Alonda. And in that, I was actually supposed to go in and have a procedure to stop my flow of periods. Okay? So at that point, everybody got together and decided we were going to halt on that procedure. We will reevaluate later in the future. Let her keep losing weight. And I was on Eliquis, not blood pressure. God dang it. What is that thing called? Blood clot medication. So everyone aligned and said, no, we're not going to do the procedure. We're going to halt. Life is going to keep moving on. And Alonda, all right, because I'm not the doctor. Y'all are the experts. So February, when I went back for my annual with my primary doctor, we discussed a few things. She changed my blood pressure medication because I noticed in December I was starting to have water retention. And I talked to a couple of content creators, I think 2 of y'all, about my water retention and the frustration I was having with it. And, y'all heard me out. Y'all gave me some suggestions. So when I met with my doctor in February, I discussed the information y'all presented and I was dismissed. She just basically said, we're going to change your blood pressure medication and you'll be fine. Well, again, I have a bunch of doctors. So at every doctor's appointment, I've been talking to them about my fluid retention. Everyone has dismissed it. Just keep losing the weight. And to be honest, I trusted that process because at 264.7 pounds, that was the answer they always gave. Just lose the weight, Alonda. Just lose the weight. And I felt like it worked. I was on 8 medications. Now I'm on 2.5. Okay, I'll just keep losing the weight. But it still didn't account for the retention in my fingers and sometimes in my knees. So that was February. I then met with my doctor again in May. I brought it up again. She basically sent the all call to all my doctors. Hey, Alonda's having this issue. Go through her file. See what we need to do. So for the last 3 weeks, I have been going to doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment after doctor's appointment, trying to figure out why I wake up and my fingers are tight and I'm retaining water. And y'all know this because I've been in a plateau for 4 months and then I started getting out of the plateau and baby, any given day, I can be right back at that plateau because of my water retention. This picture you're looking at, that's from Monday at my doctor's office. I'm going to show you the picture from yesterday. Oh yeah. You see that? And even last week, I was telling you, I was running back and forth because of 2 doctor's appointments. So don't tell me I'm not retaining water. Now, yes, I know there are some factors at play. I've been strength training for the last 3 weeks. And from my understanding, and so many of you helping me out on this problem solving, my muscles are repairing themselves and holding some water. But that doesn't account for what was going on in December, January, February, March. So I made an appointment Monday with my primary care to sit down with the sole purpose of talking about water retention and what to do. And now, y'all, please know this about Alonda. I am a diehard ride or die. You treat me good, I treat you good. You treat me bad, I will cut you off in a heartbeat. Life is too short for me to be worried about somebody else's feelings. That's right, I'm gonna worry about my feelings. And if I feel like I've been hurt, I am walking away. Why would I want a repeat of that? See, self-preservation. So as I'm talking to my doctor, who has been my doctor for probably 15, 16 years, more on the 16-year part. I don't know if she was having a bad day. I tried to give her that count. You might be having a bad day. Let me ease up. But we got to the point where she was circling. She was like, well, Alonda, we can't figure out what this issue is, so maybe we can do one or two options. My coworker's watching me. Hold on one second. All right. So sorry about that. It's our coworker, and there's a lot of things being implemented this year. So we ran through some of the possibilities. So back to my doctor's appointment. So I'm in my doctor's appointment and I'm giving her all the information, like my fingers are doing this, my fingers are doing that. The way my system is set up, she can read the notes of all my providers. So everybody in the network who makes notes, she can go through each doctor, my OBGYN, my cardiologist, my pulmonary. She can go through all those people. She's going through the notes. She's going through notes. She's going through notes. They're all like closing the book on Alonda. Alonda's done. Alonda's good. Alonda's good. No surgery for Alonda. Blah, 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 blah. So it put everything back on her. Why am I retaining fluid? And this is her suggestion. You might have lymphedema. I don't have no lymphedema. You might have this. I don't have that. How do we test for those? We can do blood work. Okay, so we did blood work. I'm going to show it over here. Everything's in normal range. Everything's in normal range. But again, while we're still in the appointment, I'm asking, if the blood work comes back fine, what is our next step? And basically, she kind of threw her arms up, was like, we can start from ground zero and just take you off of all medications and slowly implement them back one at a time. What? Say what? Take me off of everything. Mind you, I know I'm just on a bariatric. I know I'm on a blood pressure and I'm on my Zepbound. So I forget about that one. But you say take me off. And then, Alonda, maybe we can figure out why you're dealing with the stall and da-da-da. Because, y'all, I came in there with my food logs. I know exactly what I'm eating. I have actually met with my mochi dietitian like 6 times now. It was 5. Now I met with her again 6 times trying to figure out, hide her information, trying to figure out what is actually going on with my body. And like I said, normally she and I are locked in sync, except for when I asked for a DEXA scan. I had asked for my DEXA scan twice. I had asked for 2 times. And eventually I ended up finding a discount on Groupon, and that's how I ended up doing that. But it just felt like we were disconnected. Like she threw her hands up and said, I don't know what else to do with you. In the meantime, I am fighting literally for my life. I have lost the weight. I'm getting off medications. I'm changing my eating habits. Shoot, this girl is in the gym. I'm buying new clothes so I can feel good about myself. I'm literally working my body inside out, outside in. I'm going in all directions to live a better, healthier life for myself. And the people that would normally guide me to that are closing the book on me. Yeah. So this is what I did. I made an appointment, a telehealth appointment, and I spoke with a lady yesterday. I ran down the scenarios, everything with her. She gave her insight. I asked her if she could email me a summary of this information that she and I discussed. I then got the information this morning and I sent it over to my primary care physician. My insurance company offers a in-home person to come and go through your medications and all that. It's a doctor, some kind of doctor that comes. So the lady came this morning. We did my blood pressure, my weight. We did all the fun stuff. I talked to her about everything, and she is also, actually, well, it's at home, but she came up with like a checklist, like, these are all the things we should talk about. This is what we can do. And yeah, I was surprised because originally, if you do it telehealth, the next appointment is in September. But because I said I would do it in home, next day. Kid you not. I was like, hell yeah, the universe is on my side. My universe says, yes, girl, let's get healthy. I don't know. I'm lacking specific advice from my doctors. The issue is still there. I still wake up with swelling. She even said arthritis. It could be rheumatoid arthritis. So we did some blood work for that. You probably caught it when I did the video of that. But everything she threw out was no. And y'all, I was in that doctor's appointment going, it was like I was watching a tennis match, because every time she threw something out, my head turned like, who the hell is she talking to? She can't be talking to me. Who? What? You want me to get off my medicines? What? Oh, you think I got arthritis? What? You think I got lymphedema? Have you ever seen me with lymphedema? What? It was an extremely frustrating appointment. So this is why I tell y'all, we got to continue to advocate for ourselves. Now, next step moving forward, do I fire my doctor? I don't know. I think I'm going to continue to try to get to the bottom of it. And I know I could, it could be the plateau, because she even threw that in there. It could be the plateau, Londa, but again, everything someone has told me to do, I have done it. And it wasn't like I just did it for a week. Like, I've been consistent with doing it. And again, my focus is not the plateau, because I know that it's working its way. I'm not worried about the scale. Y'all, this is bigger than the goddamn scale. This is my health. Why am I swelling up? My cardiologist felt like I don't need to be back on the blood thinner, because they don't think that's the issue with my heart. But he did write in the notes that if I want to have heart function testing done, I could, but in his mind, that is not the issue. So yeah. So to be continued. So this week was frustrating when it came to my doctor, where we were always together. We have now started to shift gears. I guess, and this is where it hurts. For many of us, when we start having these issues, the quickest answer is lose the weight. It's a quick answer. And surprisingly, they kind of right. Like my incontinence, my pee-pee problem, that went away when I started losing weight. The stress on my body, a lot of it started to go away when I lost the weight. 75 pounds is a hell of a lot of weight. I got it. I didn't think so at first, but I got it. But now that I'm just labeled obese, yes, the lady told me this morning, you still have a lot of weight to lose. I was like, I know. She was like, it doesn't look like it, but you do. You have a lot of weight to lose. I know. But she also congratulated me, and she even wanted to see before and after pictures. She was like, I believe you. I just want to see it. So she was fun. She was a fun little lady to pop in for 24-hour moments. No disappointment. But as I was saying, the quick answer is lose the weight. And in this respect, and she's actually said this once before. She said, Alonda, and I even said it in a video. It was like in the fall, winter time. She said, Alonda, some of your swelling, we didn't even see a swelling because you were so overweight. Now you're seeing it because you're losing the weight. But why the hell are we seeing it? Where is it coming from? What is the issue? All my labs, every single one of my labs is coming back beautiful. Beautiful. Everything is beautiful. Why am I retaining water or fluids? I don't know. Life is a journey, but it is my life to journey. And I'd like to have a little bit of a roadmap to get me there. Just a little bit. All right, y'all. We're going to get into this weigh in and my injection. Thank y'all for listening to me vent. All right, so good morning, happy Friday. So this is the end of my video with some recaps and the weigh-in and all that fun stuff. So some of you may have been wondering, so Alonda, maybe you should look at compound. Remember, I've done both compound and I've done name brand. My kidneys, they're good. All my labs, I've had 4 sets of labs in the last 3 months. Everything is good. I don't believe it's a heart issue because my ankles have not been swelling. I haven't had swollen ankles in a beautiful minute. But what I can tell you is I will get to the bottom of it. That I will definitely do. Now, like one of my girlfriends said, she said, well, girl, how'd you leave the appointment? Like, what happened? I said, well, the last few minutes, we went full circle again. Alonda, I can move you up to 15. Alonda, we can stop all medications. Alonda, it could be your lymphatic system. So why don't you get a vibration plate? Try that out for about a month, and then we'll come back together. So for the last 3 days, I have been vibrating on a vibration plate. Yeah, I got it off Amazon. But if you even notice, I mean, I'm being transparent as I can be right now. My face in my last couple of videos have been puffy. I'm puffy. I am puffy. So I was slimming out, and now I am back to puffy. So Delilah, we talked about this once, because she even said, you know, some of her videos, you know, you can see a change in your face. Like you look thinner on one day and then not so thin on the other day. That's what I've been dealing with, but I'm more not thin most days. More not thin on most days. So I think that, and like I said, it's not, I don't feel like it's an inflammation problem. It is a water retention problem. So yeah. But yeah, I've done all the things. All I can say is that it is extremely frustrating when you don't get the answers that you're looking for. You know, it is my health. Sorry, let me do this real quick. God damn it. Okay, so this is an issue. I don't know if anybody is aware of this issue, so I'm gonna talk about this issue. When it comes to compound, and you know, different pharmacies send different medications. Shouldn't shake it like that. Send different medications. Some will be like, fill it up to 50. Well, this one only goes to 50. So I grabbed a needle that only goes to 50, and I need a needle that goes to 60. So I'm gonna pause, y'all. I'm gonna go down to my cabinet and start hunting for my other bag of needles. All right, I'm back. I got the right needle. Swear. I mean, y'all, bags on bags of needles. I even have a box of needles. So let's just say I'm not getting off a GLP-1 in a hot minute. But as I was saying, it is very frustrating to be proactive, to be 100% in tune with what's going on with your body and tell all your healthcare providers what's going on, just for them to not be aware or, yeah, just not be aware. I don't know. It's very frustrating. That's what I will say. For me, I did all the things. I came prepared. I asked direct questions. What if this doesn't work? What if that doesn't work? I even went as far as seeking other second opinions, second and third opinions. But with my primary care physician, I did feel that I was not being heard. I did. I felt like am I good on this? These are these little bitty vials. Okay, there we go. Had to pull the needle out just a little bit. Oh shoot, this is almost perfect, y'all. Dang, who is the math nerd in that laboratory? Completely empty. Exactly at 62.5. You go, baby. Mama would be so proud. But like I said, you know, I informed myself. I have been Googling. I'll even put some information down below. What are some of the reasons why you could be retaining fluid? By the way, I got new workout clothes. These are tummy controlled, and they're from Yoga. Go over here to the left. I'm loving this because it's like compression with the workout. So again, I'm loving this part because I'm feeling good in the gym with my new outfits, not feeling good with the swelling. So I will ask down below in the comments, if you've had a frustrating doctor's visit, feel free to tell me about it. Feel free. Because y'all, I called all kinds of people and it's just like, oh my gosh, da, 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 da. I even jumped in the car with Chris and was like, okay, look. And then we had a separate situation occurring at the same time. So we had to like jump back and forth between my body, my health, and my life, my children. So I hope y'all are doing well this weekend. Anyone on the East Coast, y'all be careful. You know, nowadays I have to question, is AI is in real life? But I think y'all are having some issues right now. So y'all be careful out there, okay? Y'all be careful. All right, again, like, share, subscribe, put in the comments. I do have a clothing haul coming up. I have probably like 3 videos coming up. So yeah, y'all take care.